Hello guys, it's Warrior here, and we're back with another Divide and Conquer 4.6 Doors of Erebor Let's Play. Just a little quick recap. Mataram fell last episode. We had a crash right there at the end of the battle, so I just came back and auto-resolved it. We lost more troops than what I would have liked, but we took it, so that's the important part. We also will be holding this. So I'm going to put them out there. Give me a little vision so I can kind of see if anybody's coming on in. We'll rally up all these troops, put the extras going west, and then I'll put the extras of these going west, and we'll be crushing this and rolling them up. We also had the defeat of the Blue Mountain Dwarfs over here where we crushed them, and now we need to get on the move very, very quickly. So this guy is going to avoid them and come south. We do have a catapult. You'll gather up some troops and probably you. You don't like that, but that'll be fine. Repair that. Put in a miners guild and put that in. That should be good. So yeah, we get the $1,000 buff to our income, which keeping you there would be prudent because we're about to be making a bunch of money. You're gonna come south, take that.
My king.
You're going to.
Aye, sire.
We ain't gonna need you anymore. Get rid of some of these drips and drabs. We'll clean the fat over here on the west. That'll free up money to train troops in the east. So really, we just got to roll up the last of Rhun, and then that's it.
Aye, my lord.
So let's in turn and see what we can accomplish this episode. We have waves of reinforcements coming on in. Excesses all over the battlefield. We'll take over those last few regions in the west from the rebels. Maybe do some region swapping. Or we could just give it up to Clans of Edward Wyeth or whatnot. Doesn't much matter to me. Need to pull the troops out of Thorin's halls to go south. And then just start rebuilding this wasteland in the west. The areas that were unscarred with those holes, we took them. Oh yeah, I meant to attack him. But that's fine. But if they're going to pull troops out of Beth Kalas, are they going to attack? What are they doing? They seem to not know. But by doing what they just did, you didn't do what you just think you just did. You actually made it to where I can turn about and attack that one army by itself. So that doesn't accomplish what you hoped it would accomplish. That I do know. Florian under attack. Dwindles. And is destroyed. Yeah, well, we will eventually have to deal with that rogue
Onward.
feller,
That'll
but
do
not
today,
at the
sire.
moment.
Aye. Aye, lord. Aye, lord. Aye, sire.
March to the sea.
Aye. Forward. Move out. Aye, sire. Aye. Aye. Approaching to engage the enemy, sire.
Not too worried about militia.
Glory to the...
The rebels. Bring them to heel.
Glory to the king!
Move there.
Aye, sire. Closing in the enemy.
All
Aye,
organized resistance has collapsed.
marching now.
Boom.
Aye, noble sire.
South.
Setting a vigilant watch here. By
Bunch
your
of delving.
will, sire, we
Put
shall
in a
engage.
brew house. Mark that down to low. Go retrain all of them. Anything to produce money at this point is a good thing. There we go. Yep. Just anything to produce any amount of money or growth or just anything we can get our hands on. You've built everything, which is fine. I wish we got some of the Blue Mountain Dwarves troops. That would make a lot of sense.
Aye,
It's
Lord.
for dwarves, but
Aye.
anyways.
Forward. Well done, lads.
Not the militia, but like the firebeards and stuff like
Aye,
that.
Lord.
Broad beams.
Onward. We march no further today.
I mean, that's a little too overpowered or something. Anyways. Alright, in the east. Let's go talk to the Vale.
Aye, my king. Yes, sire.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. How can we help?
We're going to give you a region. Mornidale. As a gift.
How could we refuse? Well, that seemed fruitful.
There you are.
Farewell.
Now, it gives you your homeland
My
back,
king.
per se.
Would if I could, an honor, my lord.
Move south.
My king. March. My king. Aye. Onward.
Alright, move down.
March. My king.
You guys move this away.
Aye. Forward. An honor, my lord.
You're going to...
Aye, lord. March. Aye, noble sire.
All y'all move west and you'll start attacking over here. We'll pull all these troops here and throw them westward. Whereas here,
An honor, my lord. Leading the men
you're gonna
with
stand your
honors.
ground and fight with a mercenary army. That's interesting. Though that could be a problem. That is a lot of mercenaries. Where the hell did you get all those mercenaries at? That's what I want to know. That's the real questions. Alright. So,
Aye.
you leave a strong garrison.
Aye, sire.
Then move westward. Alright, so put you over there.
Onward. Aye. My king. March. Aye, lord. Onward.
Put
Aye,
you
sire.
and you in.
My king. My king. Aye, sire.
You in.
Leaving the army. Aye. My king. Combining the aye, sire.
You'll move west.
We march no further today.
We'll pill off
Aye, lord. Aye, sire. Aye. Aye, lord. Aye. My king.
these guys.
Onward.
Something to investigate. Moving quietly.
Order. Glory to the king. Well
Send
done,
forth a
lads.
few units
We've won.
to guard
Aye, Lord.
the pass.
Aye, sire.
Alright.
My king. March. That'll do him today, sire.
You start assembling
marched
a
our limits.
host. The best we can do.
Aye, sire. My king.
Over
Move
here.
out. Aye. Onward.
Start
We've
assembling
marched
it
our limit.
around less, because we're going to need it in order to
My lord.
take that one.
March. Aye, lord. Aye. Move out.
All the elite troops go there.
Aye. Aye, lord. Aye.
You four
Aye.
start
Joining
rallying
them.
up
Aye, sire.
an expedition
We've marched our limit.
that needs to be launched. Alright, keep improving that. Yep, that'll help out a bunch. Santa Nui, you're doing well. Get what troops you can. Great Miners Hall armor. All that is a must. Alright. Yeah. In the west, we're doing
Aye.
okay. We're doing
My
okay
king.
there.
Aye, noble sire.
You'll besiege
Fine
that.
Lord
You'll
will,
besiege
sire. We
Dolvum.
shall engage.
Yes, my king.
Spies. Start going into
On
here.
my way. At your
And start
service.
telling me what's going on.
Moving quietly.
Especially down here.
On my way. Yes, my king.
You start making your way down there.
They shall not see me, sire.
So this is probably where the fighting is
Continuing
going on.
tomorrow, sire.
Let's see here. So Mordor owns this whole swath in the middle. So this is all fallen. They're making a last stand around Eldred. Lothlorien is being attacked. Dwarf of Khazad-dûm. Isengard is even being attacked, but they're being attacked in the west as well. Gondor is down to 3 settlements. Oof, that's not good. Yeah, Mordor is big, bad, and scary. I could put up a coalition against them, but I think they are fighting each other, which is not ideal. High Elves are holding this. We will take those regions. The Vargs of the Khan, they're just kind of just chilling. I think these two are at war with these two are at war with each other. So that's going to lead to Harad winning that. So if I wanted to, I could champion good and push against them. So they own this, 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 and these 2 regions. Why is this not fallen? I think it's because they've been so heavily invested over here. Vale, what are you doing? You have all these troops over here. And you got all these Valesmen just hanging out, just sitting there, not doing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armies. I bet you once that falls, I'm surprised they're not at war with each other. Alright. That'll easily fall. Dale's pushing in. So Dale would help, but we'd probably hold over here in the east and then push into Mordor proper these regions. Take these regions pretty quickly and then push against this. And that would start freeing up troops over here in the west. And then we'd have to start drawing in troops to attack them from here and down this way. Because our allies are about to fall. And they'd be attacking me from that direction. But we ain't going to carry that on that far. Alrighty, let's get moving.
Aye. Aye, my liege.
Alright, let's crush this guy.
My king. Aye, my liege. Leading the men with honor, sire.
Yep, let's do it.
Attack!
Maybe I can goat them into attacking.
When you get close to your
Alright,
foes.
start deployment. I have the weapons to deal with Mordor. And that's these. This is excellent weapons to deal with them. Alright. We're going to form a small line. As a web, like so. And then we're going to stack the rear of it. These guys. And then this. Concentrate fire.
battle seems to be swinging in our favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
We outnumber them. If they were to rush us, that would have their best opportunity to live, but they won't. Turn around and shoot to the front. Move. Concentrate fire. To the center, you idiots. You. Hammer into them. Go right there.
Our men are winning
Surround
the
those
battle.
low gap
If we
rim.
continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Ravenians coerced into fighting. Nothing more than conscripts. Bribed. They will all die the same. It is tempting. Speed it up.
Good tidings.
Perfect.
The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cart to hell. Only half the enemy force remains.
Well, there's far less than that. Who's still fighting? Not them, they're running.
enemy army be in awe of the victory we have.
Perfect.
Hiding the troops as always.
Hello. Itherus, which I think would be the prudent plan. Knock out the fortification
Aye, sire.
and then move from there. We'll have reinforcements
Aye.
coming.
That'll do him today, sire. My king.
So
Aye, noble
let's
sire.
target this
By
city.
your will and honor, my lord. Alas, I can't go there. My king. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
That's a lot, but not really a lot.
A proud victory.
Boom.
An honor, my lord.
Merge everyone up.
Aye, my liege. Aye, lord. Your will, my lord. Aye, lord. My king. Orders. Move out. We've marched our limit. Aye, noble sire. Aye, lord. Aye, sire. My king. My king. Aye. For aye, my liege. Move out.
That should be enough to resist anyone.
My king.
Move across.
Aye. Forward.
At your service.
And let's see if we can bait
On
them
my
into
way.
a siege. Boom. They're either going to attack and retake, or they're going to pull back.
Aye, lord. My king.
We're gathering troops to take that.
Aye. My king. Aye, lord. An honor, my lord. Aye, sire. Aye. My king. Move out. Aye. Aye, sire. Aye,
These
lord.
troops are moving south.
Aye. Forward. We march.
We'll
My
start
king.
moving them further
That'll do 'em
west
today,
to deal
sire.
with this. Now, over here. All of these troops, we're going to start recruiting masses of troops in this region. A very important mission. All of these troops.
Aye, sire.
You're not cutting through anymore. You're moving down here,
March.
especially after
We
what we
march
just
no
saw.
further today.
Let the legions come forth. Once we get that, we get a bank in, an armory. Why can't I recruit? Oh yeah, those are the king warriors. Yeah. All right.
My king.
Let us in turn and see what we can get ourselves into. We'll control all the troops in the west to send them to the south. Good. Yeah. We are the most advanced faction. Yes, we are. Mithlond, we're getting a port going. I don't need that. Need that. Need a wharf. Corruption 3,500 on the corruption scale. Yikes. Wonder if I make Goblin Town my seat of my power. What does that do? Monetary wise. Did that help with corruption? No. It did not help at all with corruption. How did it do over here? Over here's fine. Still rocking and rolling. It actually helped a little. Where was it? It must have been Gundabad or something. Probably over here. Alright. Just keep the legions coming forth. Every royal vaults. That'll help. Just boom, 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 boom. Yep. Just keep them going. Alright.
Aye, noble sire. Leading the men with honor, sire. Aye, sire.
Really?
Aye, lord. Onward. Combining the armies, sire. We march to battle.
I need that strong of a force. Alright, we'll let it siege out, I guess.
March! Closing in the enemy. Besieging. Aye. Aye.
You divert
Forward.
over.
Not accessible, sire.
That's a one to be difficult.
Nay, sire. We cannot go there.
We'll have to deal with him in time. Alright, we can get troops there.
My
Alright,
king.
move all y'all to the coast.
Move out. Aye. Onward. March. That'll do
Every
today, sire.
scrap of troop that we can retrain, we're gonna retrain them. And train ourselves. And you're like, why are you doing all this? 'Cause we're gearing up for something big. Big and bold. Let the legions come forth. Kadram. Put that in. Put that in. There we are. Let the legions come forth. Great mining hall. We can get that cheap then. Good, 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 good. Alright, where is the extra general at?
My king.
There it is. Perfect. Come over here.
We march to glory.
Need to free up some of these
Honor,
generals.
Aye, my liege. Aye, noble sire.
Move
Bringing
south,
the
we're gonna
men together,
swap you
sire.
around.
My king. Honor, my lord.
Put you on low. Militia garrison in.
Aye, lord.
You're moving west.
Onward. Aye.
Swap
Approaching
them
to
out.
engage the enemy, sire.
And then move Gimli west.
My king.
Yep, you decided to do what I thought you would,
March.
which is
Honor, my
retreat.
Aye, noble sire. Aye, sire. Aye, lord.
You're coming down.
Onward. Aye.
We have a vast host assembling here.
My king. Aye, lord. My king.
You
Move out.
is that the faction
Aye.
heir? I
Joining
think
my
it
king.
is. You adopted. No, you are not. You just have more than what you should. For some reason. Interesting. 60. Why? Oh, probably because culture. We'll put that in. Put a pub in. There we go. That'll help with the whole public order.
My king.
Alrighty.
March! Move out! Aye, Lord. Fleet ready.
Yeah, they can see we're trying to
My king.
concentrate for
Aye. Forward! That'll
an
do him today, sire.
offensive. That'll help. We just gotta convert the populace around, and then that should be plenty. Yeah, you're just waiting on culture to change. Alright. Doing good, doing good.
An honor, my lord. Aye, lord.
Probably hold these with just troops. We may give these two regions to the northern Dunedain. We don't really need them.
Aye, my lord. Can I be of service? Aye, sire. Of course,
Come over
sire.
here.
Aye, sire.
Yes, my
Keep
king.
moving down.
Moving quietly. They shall not see me, sire. Stopping here,
Alright.
sire.
Aye, sire. Aye, noble sire.
Conqueror of Karnasand. That's your greatest title, huh? It's an interesting one. It's at least. Alright. We got a lot of generals in there. Holy crap. That's fine.
My king. Aye, sire. My king. Onward. I can't leave
Nah,
the
we'll
troops
keep
there.
'em.
Aye, sire. Closing in
They'll
the
be
enemy.
valuable outposts.
Ah, it's useless. Run for it. Victory, sire.
There we are. Good culture, so we'll go with in. Miners Union. Yeah.
My king. Aye. We've marched. Aye, noble sire. Leading the men with honor, sire.
Hold out.
Aye, sire. Closing in the
You'll
enemy.
join in.
At your service.
Look this way.
Moving something to investigate.
Across.
They shall not see me, sire. On my way.
See if we can try and save
Sire,
Gondor.
no further this day.
So the Rohirrim, it'll be Dwarfs riding south. Alright.
Aye. Aye, sire. Aye, sire.
More expensive of these
My
guys
king.
move west.
March. That'll
to that
do him
fort.
today, sire. We march no further
Move down
today.
there. Prepare for what I know is about to come.
Aye. Aye, lord. Aye.
Wonder if
Forward.
that's
Aye. Joining our forces.
There's a generalized revolt that could be a problem.
My king. Aye, my liege. My king. March! Aye, lord.
That.
Aye, sire. My king. Aye, lord. Aye. My king. Aye, lord. My king. Abiding the honor, my lord.
Move west.
We'll rest here the night. Aye.
You'll move north.
Onward. Aye, lord. Move out. We march no further today.
You need a general in. The castles don't need one.
My king.
That's a stronghold. That's a city. That's a stronghold.
Honor, my lord.
That's fine if it starts, shifting away. We'll put some laborers in.
My king.
So you come down.
In your name, sire.
These have long. That's a city, so it could do that. These regions don't really need
Aye, noble sire.
our support. Just leave it as that.
My liege.
Come down.
We march to glory. My
Oh,
king.
yeah. General's out the.
An honor, my lord.
Oh wait.
In your name, sire.
You might need that.
Set a watch. We camp here.
You are way, way, way behind on everything you need. Put in a way station. That'll help. And a pub. Alright, yeah.
Aye, noble
You
sire.
go back.
Set a watch. Aye, my liege.
You start making your way this
Making
way.
camp here, good sire.
Because we need a general for Karn. Oh no, we got one. So, we need one for less. Elgar's fine. Because it's a strategic, important spot. Trade, not really helping. How much do you
Aye,
hurt
noble
me?
sire.
Pretty good bit.
My king.
But I can put some generals in here and Mataram and keep them in the cities. That's going to produce the most money. So,
Aye.
you're moving
Aye.
south.
Forward. Aye, sire.
Rally you up.
March. My king. Aye, noble sire.
Alright.
Aye, sire.
My lord speaks highly of you.
At your service.
Move east.
Moving quietly.
Alston in
Stopping
air.
me, sire.
Yep.
My
I'm
king.
mobilizing
Aye, my liege. Aye,
enough to
sire.
be difficult. We need to
Aye, Lord.
redistribute those troops.
Aye, sire.
You come
Aye.
south.
Forward. Aye, lord.
You come.
Onward. We
Which
march
I can
no
push you
further
west, but you're
today.
gonna come south.
We've marched our limit.
Right.
An honor, my lord.
We'll wait.
We march to battle. Awaiting your order, sire. Leading the men with honor, sire. Aye. March. That'll do 'em today, sire.
You deviate
Aye,
to the
Lord.
coast.
We've marched our... Aye, sire.
There we go. We do
Aye,
have a
Captain.
ship. It's only one ship. We need some more generals out west. We don't have that many.
My king. Aye, lord.
We have one at Basra-Dur. One there, one there. No one there.
An honor, my lord.
Yeah, that'll be better. One
Aye,
here.
noble sire.
Take him away and move him to...
We march to glory.
Move him, actually,
We'll rest here the night, sire.
to take over
Aye, my
Midland.
liege.
That'll help with the corruption. Need to distribute. You're a city. You're a
Aye, noble
stronghold.
sire. Aye, my liege.
You move up there.
Marching now. An honor, my lord. Making
You
camp
come to
here,
Basra-Dur.
good sire.
That's fine if we're attritioning away. There's not much I can do about that. But we need the...
Aye,
I got
noble
a
sire.
general here. Let's
Set
go.
a
I knew I
watch.
had some extra
We
generals.
camp
Move
here
over.
until morning. Making camp here, good sire.
City. You are a stronghold.
Honor, my lord. Aye, my liege.
Come around
Making
there.
camp here, good sire. My king.
You don't
Aye,
need a
my
general
liege.
anymore. You two need them.
Aye, noble sire. An honor, my lord. We'll rest here the night, sire.
Framsberg is a stronghold, but it sits right there in an important intersection. So Dain's Halls does
Aye,
not.
noble sire. An honor, aye, my liege.
No, go back to
Honor, my
Dain's
lord.
Halls. Yeah, because you just
Aye,
upped it just a
sire.
little. These won't really help that much because I moved the capital here. It's the far away regions that need them.
Aye, my liege. An honor, my lord.
Alright,
Aye. Aye, noble sire.
alright, that's in turn.
My king.
Alright. There's massive routes.
My king.
Riots going on.
Aye. Forward. Aye, sire. My king. March.
Oof, that's not good. Yeah, I forgot whenever you are under plague, you get no trade. But neither's boast.
Aye, sire. Move out. That'll do him today, sire.
Yeah, but if I could tap into that wealth, that would be amazing. Alright.
Aye. Aye. Approaching to engage the honor.
Let's
my
crush him.
lord. We march to battle. Victory! We have lands and glory.
Bring them to heal.
Yes, my king.
Aye, sire.
Alright.
Aye. Forward.
Repair all that. Where's my diplomat?
Your honor.
Always happy to deal with you, trusted friends.
You know what you got.
A most generous offer. An honor and a pleasure. Farewell.
There we are.
Aye, noble sire.
Pull
In
you
your
out.
name, sire. Aye.
Pull you out.
Move out.
Alright.
Well met there, friends.
You know what? I'm gonna do something for them.
Something to investigate.
My lord.
Go talk to the High Elves.
Of course, sire. Today's
We'll give them
journey is
Dolvon.
over, sire. Aye, lord. Aye. My king.
Rally up.
By your
Kill, kill that renegade in the forest.
Move out.
And then we have these generals coming south.
Aye, my liege. Aye, sire. Making camp here, sire.
It's gonna lead to some issues, but it should be alright.
An honor, my lord.
You're going to Mithlond
Set a watch. We camp here until morning.
to bring it
Aye,
under
my
heel.
liege.
And then that
An honor,
extra
my
general
lord.
all the way over here. You're gonna come down
In
here
your name, sire.
and take over command
We'll rest here the night, sire.
over... Where's the Undertowers at? Mitchell Delving. That's where you'll go. Alright, here in the
My
west. Keep moving.
March to glory. Aye, noble sire.
Cross
Setting a
over.
vigilant- Aye, sire. Aye.
Cross right
Forward.
there.
We march no further.
They're
today.
rallying
Aye, lord.
large amounts of troops.
Onward. That'll do him today, sir. My king.
Come down.
March. Onward. We march no further today.
Dale's kind of just hanging out.
They shall not see
Oh,
me,
it looks like they're
sire.
trying to push on that. That's fine. Go for it.
At your service. Moving quietly.
Wish you would deal with them.
I would fight for your people as if they were my
Still
own,
kicking.
friend.
That's what I'm talking about. That ain't much, but you getting control over that is gonna help.
Aye.
There we go. We're up to 45 with those guys.
Aye, lord. Aye, sire.
Yes.
Your will, my lord.
Take control
Glory
of
to
that
the
fort.
king. Well done, lads. We've won. My lord. Aye. My king. Aye. Joining our forces.
All three of you
Aye,
go
lord.
up to Elgar. Can they recruit? They can. Awesome. So I can keep recruiting all along this mountain chain. It's awesome. So it's anything that borders this eastern region, so all the way down in here. Cool. That'll give me extra troops.
My king. Aye, sire. We've marched our limit.
Alright, so
Aye,
they're not
lord.
coming after us.
We march no further today.
So let's
Orders. Aye, sire.
peel the bulk
My
of
king.
these troops off.
My king. Aye, sire. Onward. Aye, sire. My king. Aye, sire. Fleet ready. Aye, noble sire.
Yep. Can't
March
get
to
a
glory.
ship. But over here, can you get a ship?
Aye, my liege.
Nope.
In your name, sire.
That's fine.
We'll rest here the night, sire.
Oop, I can get a general though.
Aye, lord.
View east.
March! That'll do him today. Aye, noble sire. Marching
Back to Dain's holes.
Aye.
Yeah, you go that
Move
way.
out. We've marched our limit. My king. Aye, noble sire. My king. We march to glory. Aye, sire. Aye, lord. My king. March!
Deposit them there.
Aye, noble sire.
Yep.
Aye. We march no further today. Aye,
You
lord.
work your way
Onward.
up to a...
That'll do him today, sire.
That's a town, that's a town, that's a town.
We've marched our limit.
There.
Aye. My king. Aye,
A view
aye.
to the coast as
Forward.
well.
That'll do him today, sire.
You need to go to
Move
the
out.
coast. 'Cause
Aye. Aye, lord. We
actually,
march no
could go
further
up there to
today.
that stronghold to be
We've
retrained.
marched our limit.
Alright. Let's turn again.
We march no further today.
I think they just ousted us. What do you want? Yeah, I figured that was about to happen. Buildings everywhere.
Aye. Aye, my king. Aye, sire.
Alright.
Aye, my liege. Aye, noble sire. My king. Onward. Aye. Aye, sire. My king. Aye, aye. March. Aye, sire. Merging armies, my king. Onward. Combining the army, aye, lord. March, my king. Aye. Forward.
It's time to push south.
I am. Aye, sire. My king. Onward. We've marched on honor, my king. Aye, aye, sire.
Alright, move you south.
Move out. Aye, my liege. In your name, my king. My king.
We're moving in for the
Aye.
kill.
Aye, my liege. Leading the men with honor, sire.
Hold off on that for a second.
Aye. Aye, lord. Aye. Joining. Aye. Forward.
Generals, but
We march no
that's all I
further
can
today.
manage at the moment.
My king. Aye, lord.
Oh, they rebelled to a...
Closing in the enemy. Besieging settlement, sire. Aye, sire. March! Aye. Forward. Aye. Approaching to... Aye, Lord. March. Move out.
Rebel rousers, hey? Well, there's more than one way to deal with them.
My king. Onward. March. Onward.
Aye, noble sire.
Move south,
We march to glory.
over to less.
Making camp here, good sire.
Aye, Lord. Aye.
Aye, my liege.
You
In your name, sire.
move south.
We'll rest here the night, sire.
Got a general there now.
An honor, my lord.
You're headed down there as well.
My king.
You head this way too.
Aye, sire.
I'll need them.
Set a watch. We camp here
Alright.
till morning.
Are you almost there?
Can I be of service? Yes, sire. Today's
talk to them.
journey is over, sire.
We'll give you a port.
Something to investigate.
Send my spies in.
They shall not see me, sire. At your service. On my way. They shall not
Wythe
see
is
me,
pushing
sire.
in.
Yes, my king.
Don't know what my alliance status is with them. Turns remaining 200. Wow, I've never taken a game that far into this.
Aye, noble sire. My king. Marching now.
My king. Aye. Aye, sire. Onward. We march no further today.
An honor, my lord.
My king.
Alright.
Aye, my liege. Aye, sire.
Aye, Lord. Move out. We march no
Problem
further
is-
today. Aye.
I can't recruit any ships. That's a big problem.
My king.
All I have is one.
Aye.
So I literally would take one army all the way over. Drop them off right here and come all the way back. And have to drop another one. It'd be like a slow trickle. It'd be quicker to move them over land.
Aye, sire.
Along the roads. But anyways,
At your service. On my way.
Strength
you
and
actually gonna
honor,
do something,
noble
or are you just gonna sit there for a
Glory
while?
to both our people.
Because I'll cut a path through Edward to fight him.
Aye, Lord. Aye. Forward. Move out. Aye, sire. Aye. Aye, sire. Aye. Forward.
There we are.
Aye, my liege.
Yeah, that don't really help us out too much, does it?
My king.
Yeah. That
Aye,
don't
no,
help
sir.
us. Alright.
Aye, sire. My king.
And that
Aye,
means
march.
you, Blaine, can go south.
Rest here the night, sire. My king.
Send forth Delia Cavalry.
Aye. Forward.
Alright, it's open.
Honor, my lord.
Move.
In your name, sire.
Go for
We march
Varast.
to battle.
My king. Aye, sire.
My king. Aye, noble sire.
My king. Aye. We march no further today. Aye, Lord. Fleet ready. Aye. Aye, Lord.
We'll take it and crush it.
An honor, my lord. My king.
You will probably come over
We
here.
march to glory. Making camp here, good sire.
Alright, let's end it right here. And we'll start next episode with the conquest of all of the... Well, no.
An honor, my lord.
Let's clear it.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
Because once we deal with
The time
this,
from
this
battle.
is over. We just gotta shatter this northern grouping. And then it's done. And then I'm gonna go get me a late lunch. Alright, start deployment.
Assemble the lords.
This is gonna be a massive battle.
Assemble the lords.
Put you to the rear. Put the catapult in the center. We'll put what troops we can.
Assemble the lords. On one line.
We'll put you like so. Oh wait, you need to be in the main line.
Assemble the lords. Lads, on one line.
There we go. Alright.
Assemble the lords.
Keep the flanks strong. And then we'll have a reserve to throw into the middle.
On one line.
Plus my general. And you to the left. There we go. Be aggressive. As soon as they come onto the field, be aggressive. They do have a ballista. It's a lot of skirmishers. The legions of cavalry. How far they've come for the mighty golden boys of old. This looks like what we fought in the beginning. A hodgepodge of troops, loose tribes, still trying to cling to their lands. All organized resistance has collapsed. The last conclave in the south holds to try and fend us off. But it won't work.
They shall fear the sight of our beards.
Let's fine hammer those two guys. They're not going to play a really big role in this anyways. Charged headlong.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Crush them. I'm not entirely sure what their plan was. That's a small force coming on in. That's their larger force. So detaching small groups to attack me, but would attack my reinforcements. Blow the dwarven horn. Collapse down onto them.
Good tidings! The enemy
Perfect.
general lies dead. We have sent the cart to hell.
Captain.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Hold your fire. Crush them. Massive amounts of cavalry now coming onto the battlefield. Should only have to fight this one. Yeah, because their main force is actually over here. Alright, move up to the top of the hill. Get the hunters. Get him.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, you men form a line. Now we're moving out. So they all came over here to me, and now they're just kind of just chilling.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Good. Form a line. Oh, this is going to be a very chaotic battle. Right for the Dragon's Wrath. Concentrate on the rear. Focus on defeating them. Privateers. Turn and face them. You guys attack that blob. Attack the blob with them. Need you to go against them. I don't know what you're doing. If you do not attack, we're going to be in big, big, big trouble. Concentrate there. Because these troops are getting overwhelmed. Throw you into the fight.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
They've broken. So attack that wing.
Let's get going.
Counterattack them. Now they're coming into the fight. They're going to win along here, but here comes the reinforcements. They're shoveling all these troops right here.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Get them.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
That whole force just broke. All of my troops into the center.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down. The enemy. Our men have captured the enemy general.
Perfect.
Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army. Look how our cowardly foe runs. This is a clear victory.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
If it came to it, we could ambush from here.
Should shatter all
Roll
meaningful
victory.
resistance.
Aye. Move out.
Aye, noble sire. Aye, sire. My king.
Aye, sire. Closing in the enemy. Aye, lord. Aye.
An honor, my lord. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Greeting.
Aye, noble sire. We march to battle.
Aye, sire. Closing in the enemy. Aye. Starting with a siege. Aye, sire. The siege goes as planned. Aye. Aye. Approaching to engage the enemy, sire. Aye, sire. Aye.
We'll hold off until next episode. So until next time, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, as the Runic host in the south is getting crushed. Then we just have this enclave, and then we can start figuring out exactly how we're going to fight the next phase of this, if we're going to do it. So until next time, ciao for now.